What is up, guys, and welcome to my Game 5 NBA Finals 2017 prediction. I'm your host Mike of The Unknown Achievement, and today I am going to predict who will win the NBA Finals Game 5. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, I really didn't think I was going to be doing another video on the NBA Finals because I really thought that the Golden State Warriors would win Game 4, but the truth behold, they lost and the Cavs won, and that really came surprising to me. And now I really do not know how Game 5 will go. Now I'm gonna say this. I truly believe that the Golden State Warriors will win Game 5, but if they don't, then I truly believe that the series will go 7 games, and as far as the past has shown, I think it's gonna go to the Cavs. Now, like I said, if Golden State wins Game 5, of course they're gonna be champions. If Cavs win, it's gonna go 7 games, and at the end of the day the Cavs will win Game 7. But if not, then we definitely had a great series, and I am glad I got to witness it. Anyway, guys, the reason why you are here is to see what NBA 2K17 thinks, and without further ado, let's get started. But before that, don't forget to smack that like button, of course subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And as always, guys, thank you for supporting my channel. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Peace.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. Welcome, everybody. We have the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great, in some minds, Kenny. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, prior to the game, Coach commented on their level of confidence in the locker room, and he feels that they are prepared with a very strong game plan at the various matchups. And Klay Thompson, part of the most feared 1-2 punch in the league. Kenny, do you think because he plays alongside Steph Curry, he gets overlooked as a talent?
No, because he's playing with a guy that we call what?
Oh, he makes it look Staffordless.
But his shooting certainly isn't appreciated as it should be. I think because of the great shooting of Steph Curry, he gets overlooked. His temperament and his mindset is second to none and a great number 2 option.
I'm about to say something that's not going to sound right, but Klay is the ultimate complementary player. I don't even believe I said that. Especially to someone like Curry due to his size, ability to shoot, and his defensive presence. Only because he's playing with Curry, I call him a complimentary player. But no disrespect, Klay is the man when it comes to putting that ball in the hole. Splaka-ka-tay-ow.
Splaka-ka-tay-ow.
Yeah,
That's
you
all
are right.
you hear.
Time to go to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, there is no more doubt. With the Splash Brothers of Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, the Warriors have the best shooting backcourt in history. Asked to define the term Splash Brothers, Thompson said, the definition is make it rain. To hear the net swoosh, that beautiful sound. 2 shooters who are locked and loaded from 30 feet in, and you can't relax. Kevin?
Yeah, when it rains, it pours, GA. Thank you. So Cleveland will get the first possession. A look at Cleveland's starting group. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. And it's Irving in at the 1. Down low, Love. And it's good, 2 points.
Oh, guys, how good is Love at fighting through the contact to finish and score it?
And we all know how skilled Kevin Love is offensively, a guy who can score in the low block and or step out and hit the triple. What about his play on the defensive end?
Well, this is the conversation, right, Kevin? And I think he's better than he's been given credit for. Certainly, he's not an elite defender, but his defensive rebounding is elite. And not having to bear the offensive burden that he did in Minnesota, he's become more than solid defensively.
Now, here is Irving. It's tipped, but Julia with the steal. To the middle. And Green with the basket on the assist by Curry. And so
tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Green following the score by Cleveland. And the basket by Curry. .106 left to play in the first quarter. James outside. There's the pass to Love. Smith outside. Durant against James. No good that time. And Golden State will come the other way. From deep. Rebound by Smith. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Love with the screen on Thompson. Puts up a 3. And James gets it to go on the assist by Smith. James has got 7.
I don't think Kevin Love gets enough credit for his ability as a screener.
Thompson against Smith. And Thompson kicks to Pachulia. Curry with a wide open look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now James. He has 7. Two on the clock. It's a tie game here in Oakland. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success, as he was not a highly regarded 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
There's obviously ways that you can get better as a player from year to year and find different ways to show, what you're capable of, and that's kind of how, my story unfolded from high school to now, is just adding a little bit of piece here, a piece there every single year.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
When he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
Well, it's been a tight one so far. They've got Kyle Korver, Channing Frye out there with LeBron James. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward spot. Now here's Jefferson, back to Korver. And the layup's good off the glass. Korver's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Cavs. Doris, we know you were a standout point guard in the Big East for Providence. What players do you feel have a similar approach to the point guard position that you played? Here's Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Good on the bucket. And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. Irving passes to Korver. The screen from Thompson. Back to Korver. Feeds to Love. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Tristan Thompson, one of the premier offensive rebounders in the game. Second overall, in fact, in offensive rebounds last year.
But, Kevin, this is a guy who makes his living around the rim. He runs rim to rim, terrific on the pick and roll. He's a smart cutter, does a good job lurking on the baseline for drop-offs or second chance points. You know, guys, you can make the case that Tristan Thompson has a center's game and a power forward's frame. He put on some weight going into last season in order to spend more time at the 5. That was probably a wise choice.
Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. And Thompson able, Doris, to defend the 4 and 5 spot pretty well.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you know, you love his ability to be able to bang inside and also move laterally when he's away from the rim. And though he's not a great shot blocker, he gives you just enough rim protection when you play him at the 5 spot.
And so here's Cleveland following the score by Golden State. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Livingston. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength is savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Irving.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Both free throws good for Irving.
You know, such a polished free throw shooter. He just makes the most of all of those chances when he gets them.
Livingston with it. Outside Durant. Inside Pachulia. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Takes a lot to knock Pachulia off his game. A true tough guy who finishes well through contact.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Cavaliers lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. And I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's an interesting battle going on tonight. Ernie Johnson here with you folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. You are watching the first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. Kenny, your thoughts. How are the Cavaliers playing?
They were really efficient on offense, shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. If they can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Picturesque Lake Merritt's the scene there as we welcome you back to Oakland. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants, and in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
You could see it in this guy's eyes. He was focused, intense, and looking to be the aggressor.
Laura's always in the hot list of topics as teams each year try to increase their odds of winning a championship. What do you feel are the key ingredients for a championship caliber team?
Talent, first and foremost.
Sure.
I mean, you think about some of the great stars who've won multiple championships. Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. One is talent. That's the first part. Coaching. I think coaching in the NBA is underrated. And then increasingly depth because, of course, over the years, the season has gotten longer. The playoffs have gotten longer. It takes more players to win in the NBA than it probably used to.
Is the feel in the locker room overrated? Is the cohesion, the culture, is that important on that list?
You know, it's a terrific question. I do think you can win without chemistry. I certainly think for us, you can feel it when a team is connected and when they enjoy playing with one another.
Like Golden State.
No question about it.
The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' foul. That one drops. James against West. LeBron kicks to Jefferson. Good defense by Iguodala.
He has the skills to finish that. I cannot believe he blew it.
Livingston passes to Curry. They double team Curry. Livingston with it. Williams picks him up, and it's good for two.
I'll tell you, he turns a difficult situation of duress into a simple basket with a precision pass out of the double team.
Kicks to LeBron. Shot to end this cold run. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, James has got 15 points.
I'll tell you, when LeBron is working near the rim, his strength becomes readily apparent.
West outside. And a wide open look for Iguodala. The second chance effort. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, kept the possession alive with the offensive rebound. You have to love the effort and getting the putback opportunity.
Durant's checked in for West. Then for the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Love comes in for LeBron. And Irving subbed in for Jefferson.
You know, respect and admiration around the league for how tough Pachulia is. His physicality means an awful lot to this squad.
Now Williams. Outside Irving. Steps back and shoots. He can't hit that time. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Warriors ahead. Ending the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
That's Steve Kerr. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard it. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
Hello and thanks for... Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Thompson outside. Outside Curry. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
In the corner, Smith with it. LeBron outside. Right side, Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
Just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Warriors.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Stephen Curry.
Well, to me, he was the key to their ball movement. Great job finding the open man and keeping that offense flowing with the way he was passing.
And they get it back. And Love with the second chance points.
Well, there is the presence that Love has after a shot comes off the iron. Always active.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Outside Curry. Puts it up. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Love.
This game's finally gotten away from her.
They battled hard, but I think it's officially out of hand.
Smith's shot is good.
You know, guys, Smith not just a three-point threat. Very capable of doing work in the mid-range.
Drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game.
Tremendous focus at the line there. Those points will put this game out of reach for sure.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 9. Williams kicks to James. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Jefferson passing to Corbin. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here is Livingston. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Night and day for the defense. What was better in the second half?
Well, early in the game, they got some easy threes, 4 or 5 threes, and they're a great shooting team, and they're great in the paint, so we just had to make a second effort. I think the only adjustment we made was playing harder, and we just got to continue to keep playing together on both ends.
Yeah, Chuck Daly used to always say defense is all about effort, and you showed it tonight. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here. Welcome back for the presentation of Stephen Curry. Aggressive right from the opening tip. His big first quarter got the team into a groove early, and that helped fuel their fire for the rest of the evening.
Unbelievable, man. And when this guy's got it going on like that, it's a pleasure. I mean, just a pleasure to watch him play. I'd pay to come see him, even though I don't have to.
I've never, ever seen a small guard dominate a game like Steph Curry is able to do. Not his father, not his grandfather, not anybody. This kid right here brings a special excitement to every game he plays. This kid right here is the game right now. If you want to watch basketball, you better watch this guy. He's that type of player I've never seen before. Wow, what a player he is.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.